It's a very nervous time. We're unsure as to whether or not we'll win Congress or win the Senate. Speaking as a Democrat, I would love a blue wave. It would be very nice, but again, I think it's a little prophetic, and I tend to stay away from prophetic expressions. They make me uneasy, but it definitely would be nice. And well, I guess most people are saying that the polls are expecting a blue wave in Congress, but less likely for the senatorial races. Who could beat Trump? Counting on maybe Sanders running again, and
Joe Biden?
Biden, maybe, yeah. As to whether he might be able to beat Trump, yeah, sure. But he's an old establishment candidate, so maybe it might not work. Sanders can mobilize voters a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. And now we see record numbers of voters actually getting to the polls. I don't know if you know, like turnout is, for example, in states like Texas, early voter, student voters is up 500%. So that means students are voting much more, and that's great news, regardless of what party they're affiliated with. Definitely, I think there's a record number for amount of women who are running, an amount of LGBTQ. It's gradual change at a slow pace is what we're looking at. I mean, it'd definitely be a step up from what we've had in Congress before with a majority from the Republicans, but here it's just a small majority, and enough to combat what the current cabinet has done, but not enough to actually move and progress forward. Yeah.
Millennials are starburst. It is one of. So, this is kind of 20, which is horrible to think about.
And so for me, there is no other option but to resist that kind of tyranny. Although we live comfortable lives here, we also work hard to make sure we're sharing our stories. You know, that immigration is not scary, and that universal health care is a good thing, and we benefit from it, and we work for it, but we still can give it to people without it taking away something from ourselves. You know, we work to share the idea that it's not a zero-sum game. So I think very resistant is a good way to describe it. But I think the fact that there are so many women running, there are people whose stories are going to be told whether they win or lose, and I'm grateful for that. So we'll see. After tomorrow, we can look forward to 2020 and see who jumps off the bench. But tonight, the midterms.
Voted in Texas for many years, obviously voting from abroad, and it's usually not that exciting for a Democrat, honestly, but this year with Beto O'Rourke, we actually have some hope that we might actually take the Senate seats. I think he's really fired up Democrats and actually given us a more progressive agenda that's extremely exciting.
So are you excited?
It's extremely exciting, but also a lot of anxiety too.
I think of myself as an American, so I think this is a very important night for all Americans. So I am against Donald Trump, but I just hope that all of my fellow American citizens cast a vote. I think that's very important this year.
A bigger one in January, when we hope to be able to be celebrating the new Speaker of the House. On better?
Yes. For us? Yeah, it's okay. Wonderful.
I'm nervous about it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't feel I can be confident with the polls because they let us down last time and the time before that. So it's up for grabs as far as I'm concerned. Actually, I very sadly feel that whatever happens in this election, we are going to have the same problem we had before. I don't see anyone who's really working to make Congress work together as opposed to try to control all of it. And I'm very sad about that, but it doesn't change my view that we have to stop what the Republicans are doing. So.
Well, California, I vote in the 48th, and that's the district which is Rohrabacher and Ruda, and that's been held by Republican for I don't know how many years, and it looks like the Democrat has a chance to win this time. So I'm very concerned about that.